Okay, so welcome everybody in our new Emerald coaches, Bree and Ashley. Hey. And Val, our new coach that's on with us.
Val's over here.
Hi, Val. Okay, so tonight I'm just going to start off with a few announcements, and then I'm going to turn it over to Lindsay. She is going to be leading our call tonight. So some announcements. Starting Monday, this Monday, September 19th, I know a bunch of us are starting a free crockpot group. If any of the coaches have not either joined a group or don't have one started themselves or want to join one of our groups, just let us know. We'll add you, and then you can start adding people from there. That starts Monday. The 3-week yoga retreat has come out. It's on demand only. So if you have people that are interested in yoga, strictly yoga programs, because that's all it is just straight yoga, that's on demand. So that's a good outlet for them to get the on demand so they can have access to that 3-week yoga retreat. On Demand now has P90 and 21-Day Fix Extreme, the full programs. So another good way to get people on demand, there's T25, Insanity, now all of the P90 programs, Fix Extreme. So if anybody is questioning what program to get, try the On Demand for free, or just get the On Demand Challenge Pack with the Shakeology, and they have access to all those programs. If you guys haven't downloaded yet, the Coach Office mobile app is now up on your phones, so it's easy access to get onto the Coach Online Office, so check that out. I don't know if anybody saw yet, but with the Apple Watch, anybody that has the Apple Watch with Beachbody On Demand, you can sync them, and if you have your watch on, you can see real-time workout data. Like, it'll give you your heart rate, your calories burned, what zone you're in, and then at the end of your workout, it'll give you a full summary of your workout, like the total time you completed, total calories, all of that. So that's a really, really nice option, and good for Beachbody now that Apple is kind of pairing with us that way wise. And this is kind of older news, but I didn't announce it before. Our Beachbody Performance line, so the Energize, the Recovery, all of that is the sports nutrition supplement for Ironman. So, if the Ironman is now taking on those performance products, that's a good way to kind of advertise them to other people who are higher level athletes and are considering using some sort of supplements. So that is very good for us. And then just reminder, anybody, even for our new coaches, Coach Summit is in New Orleans next year. It's July 13th through the 16th. Tickets are still available. I know we have a good group of us going already. I would like to see a majority of our team going. So if you guys want to sign up for that, go ahead and do that, or contact me if you have any questions about Coach Summit and exactly what it's about. So those are just my general rundown announcements to keep everybody up to date. So I am going to send it over to Lindsay, who is going to lead our call tonight. Thanks, Linz.
Thank you. All right, so Katie had asked me if I would lead the call and talk about inviting. So I was kind of hesitant at first, but then I have had some issues with inviting in the past month. Like when we were doing our team cup, I got like nothing. And so I just kind of sat down and started to look at maybe why I wasn't getting responses like I should have. And I quickly realized that it was the way that I was inviting. And I made one generic invite and I copied and pasted it to every single person. 10 people, and it took me about 2 minutes to do it. So there was no personal message to anybody. I was not asking anybody, how they were or anything. It was basically like, hey, I'm getting ready to start a boot camp. Do you want to join? Was it. So after Team Cup, and I didn't get any, not Shakeology, I didn't get any Success Club points or anything like that. I was kind of bummed, but decided to move forward with it. So, and the other thing I did was I skipped a ton of people on my friends list because I thought, oh no, they'll just say no anyway. So I definitely prejudged a lot of people, which I know they tell you not to do, but I still did it anyway. So when I started to do my invites for this month, it's not as generic. I don't copy and paste anything. I make sure that I start all of my invites with a personal message. Like I'll say, how's your kid's school year going? Or I saw you at work the other day. How do your kids like their teacher? Something along the lines, just to make it seem like, not make it seem, but let them know that I care more about them than just, hey, why don't you come do this with me? And then I'll go into, I'm not sure this is for you or not, but I'm getting ready to launch my my next online health and fitness boot camp. Is this something that you would consider joining? And then at the end, I always put, hope things are well, hope to hear from you soon, take care, something like that. So when I kind of dissected my invite, I was figuring out that it was my wording. I started to end everything with a question. And then I wouldn't just leave it at the question. I would make sure that I ended it with the question so that they more had to answer me or respond to my message. But I also wanted to let them know that, I want to hear from you. So with the wording, I chose to change it up a couple months ago, and I use, instead of challenge group, I use boot camp. Because I find that a lot of women like to hear the word, when you look at like the Y or any type of gym, they're always running boot camps, health, the health boot camps. That seems to be the thing. I don't know. I just decided to change it and see if it worked. So I feel like, hold on. Oh, and I kind of talk it up. Like I'll use the word launch. So like that I'm like starting to do this big thing, I'm going to launch my next boot camp. So it makes it seem like it's, oh, that's really cool. And I always make sure that I ask them if it's something that they would consider versus if they're interested in it or, hold on. Oh. I always ask them if it's something that they would consider versus interested in. I think we learned that from Janelle. Is it Janelle Summers? Said to do that? So I've been doing it ever since we listened to that one call. And it kind of gets them to think, do you think I would consider that? My big green phone on my screen again.
Yeah, I think that's Carrie's on, but she's not on with a video. So I think that's, if she may be talking, maybe that's why it's coming up.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi.
Hi, Carrie.
I hear you.
I'm in the bathtub.
Enjoy that.
You don't want to see this video.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
That's funny. Oh, so then I also always make sure that I end in a question. That way there's more of a chance that they'll at least acknowledge that you sent them a message or they'll answer you. And then I add the statement about, I hope they're well, they take care, hope to hear from you soon. And the other thing I do is when I try to find people to invite, I don't just go through my friends list. Some nights I will sit and I will scroll Facebook and look for people that talk about eating healthy or talk about working out or I'll make note of people that have just had a baby and I'll, write it down somewhere, to get back to them at some point. People that are newly engaged and I know that their wedding is coming up, I make a note about them. And I also, when I add, like when we do our friend invites and how you add your friends, you know, you're supposed to add 3 to 5 friends every day. When I add them, I don't always invite them right away. I just told Katie this the other day. I like to make sure that I'm at least paying attention to their posts and they know that I am liking their posts and I'm commenting on their pictures and stuff so that it doesn't look like I'm just adding and then inviting them to a group. That way they're not thinking that, oh, the only reason she wants to be my Facebook friend is because she has this Beachbody thing that she's doing and she wants me to, you know, get hooked. So, I don't know, that's just, last month I was bummed, so I figured I needed to change it up. So that's what I did to change it up. It's been working. I get a lot of responses now.
Good. That's what I was going to see, how it compared to last month. So you are getting a lot more responses.
I get a lot more responses than what I did last month. I had a lot of crickets last month and a lot of no's.
Yeah.
And when I was looking back at my crickets, you know, because I used to, there would be some people that I didn't really know that I would just send the generic invite to. And when I follow back up with them, like there was a girl that months ago, I sent her an invite. And then I noticed she's been liking more of my posts. So I sent her another one like, hey, you know, saw that you were just, you know, on your trip. How was it? And she answered me right back. She's like, yeah, I'm definitely interested.
Yeah, that's good.
So
now that you're getting like more responses, how many times do you correspond with them before you start like talking about actual Beachbody or your groups? Like
typically what they say is yes, I'll consider it, or what do I have to do? Okay. So then I'll say it's all run. Dog's trying to jump. It's all run through Facebook. I always make sure that I put that it's an online health and fitness thing so that they know they don't have to go anywhere. So then I tell them that it's all run through Facebook through a private group that I lead. I'll tell them that the only thing that I ask is that I actually ask all of my challengers to do a Beachbody program of their choice. I don't make them buy it. So if they have one already, then I say that's fine. But I feel like in my groups, I get more people participating if they're actually doing a Beachbody, because everybody can relate to following a program and following a meal plan versus just doing something on their own. Yeah. I started that a couple months ago too. Well, when the 21 Day Fix Challenge Pack, I ran a couple 21 Day Fix only boot camps, and then this is the first month that I've done any Beachbody program, but it's going well. Good. I definitely see better results with my challengers when they're actually doing the program, and more people are participating.
Good.
So, and then I will always ask them, have you heard of Beachbody, or have you seen Beachbody, or do you own any of the programs? So when they say no, I'll say, if I say, have you heard of Beachbody, or do you own any Beachbody programs? Then I'll keep going on and explaining, but I always end in a question. Like, yeah, I'll explain the programs and I'll say, does that sound like it would work for you?
So if, say somebody, like you invite, like you start conversation, you invite and they say that they're interested, you give them more information, and then you don't hear anything back from them, how many more times do you follow up with them before you come in?
I'll message them again and say, hey, just checking back in. I know we talked a couple days ago. Are you still interested? And see what they say. If they say yes, then I'll keep going with it. And if they say no, not at this time, I'll say, okay, well, I'll keep checking back. And typically when people say that they're interested and I can't close them for that month, I will go back. I keep going back to them until they tell me no.
Yeah.
I'll say, hey, just wanted to keep you in the loop. I'm starting my next boot camp. It starts this date. Are you I know you were interested before. Are you still interested?
And how do you keep track of those people? Do you make a list, like check in next month with them?
Anybody who doesn't say no, I leave their messages in my inbox.
Okay.
And then I just will go through.
You'll go through that way. Okay. Awesome.
I have people.
Go ahead.
like, they'll respond to me at first, and then when I send them all their information, they're like, okay, yeah, that sounds fun. And then I'll leave like, okay, well, can I add you to the group? Or, okay, do you want, like, the information so you can get the program and try it out, yada, yada, yada. But then, like, after that, I won't hear a response. Like, how many messages do you send after that to when,
I
like,
send,
like, okay, no.
if I send them another one and they don't answer me, I let it go.
Okay.
And then I'll check back with them, like, when my next one starts, I'll check back with them again.
Okay. Because that's when I'm
If they tell me no, I just leave them alone.
freaking frustrating. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. For me, if they say they're interested, you give them the information and then you don't hear anything, I follow up with them twice. Like, I'll send 2 more messages. And if they don't respond, obviously, after that, then I do this, like, I make a list to check in with them next month. Like, I leave them alone for the rest of the month. And then what I'll do is the next month I'll message them and I'll say, hey, we chatted, a couple weeks ago about you being interested in challenge group or whatever. And then just kind of go off of that. Some people will respond back and say, yeah, I just got really busy or decided it wasn't right for me. And then other people just won't respond. But it is definitely worth checking back in with them like the following month.
Some people do get, like, there's one girl that I've been talking to for, oh my gosh, probably at least 3 or 4 months. And every single month she's like, yeah, I'm interested. When does it start? But I'm going to keep going.
Yeah.
Because she keeps saying yes. So.
Yeah, if they're not saying no, like if they're not giving you a definite no, I'm not interested, don't message me, then there's something in there that, they want, but maybe they're just not ready. They, they just don't feel comfortable with you yet, something. So just show your true interest in them and keep following up with them.
I will also, like, there's some people that I have that have started at a gym and they're like, oh no, that's okay. I just got a membership to the gym and I've waited a couple months since I've messaged them and I'll just say, hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
And just to follow up, just to let them know that I'm still here.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm not going to disregard them just because they told me, oh, I have a gym membership.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if they need something to fall back on, I'm still here and they know it.
Yeah. Yeah.
What I've been doing with that too is because I have a lot of people that like that too, where I was talking to them and they're like, oh, well, it's just not a good time. And then by that next month, it's like, oh, well, I just got a gym membership. I'm like, okay, well, how about Shakeology? What programs are you using for your nutrition?
Yeah.
I was like a week late. And I'm like, I had you in September, so it's the beginning of September, and obviously you chose the gym.
Yeah, but just follow up with them because they may not be going to the gym anymore or they're not seeing results because they don't know what to do. So.
Well, ladies, my other thing is that being a personal trainer myself, my clients are spending $300, $350 to come in for 2 months.
Uh-huh.
So I did a breakdown of like what it costs to be a part of Beachbody versus what it costs to have personal training or a gym membership.
Yeah.
So I've been holding it off to post it here soon. But when I post it, if you guys want to take it, go for it. Because, I mean, it's a good breakdown to show you what you're paying for the gym versus, it's mainly your dedication and your accountability for yourself. And, I mean, if you want to do it, you're going to do it.
Yes.
So it's 30 minutes versus 2 hours.
I agree. Yeah.
And I even try to explain to my clients that come in for personal training is you can't just be coming in for personal training once or twice a week and expect to see 15-pound weight loss in 2 months. Like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Especially when you're not dialing in your nutrition and stuff. So there's been a couple people that I've been trying to get them to do the 21-day fix and then still coming in, if they want to do the personal training, still coming in and doing the personal training once a week just to see where they're at. Or I've been taking a lot of the moves off 21-day fix so that I can show them, like, this is what you would be doing.
Yeah.
And it's 30 minutes. It's not an hour and a half with me. So
that's a great idea. And then that way, when they get it, then they already are familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Perfect. Anybody else have anything before I kind of summarize now? Okay. Well, thank you, Lindsay. You did a great job. So I think some of the good things that Lindsay had, talked to us about is actually when you're inviting, to start with a personal message. Show, the people that you're invited that you're actually interested in them. They're not just another number to you and not a sale, because us as coaches, we are not, we're not saleswomen. We are actually here to help people, lose weight, get into a healthier lifestyle. That's our mission, is to end the trend of obesity. So, whether or not somebody purchases something from you, if they are asking for help, we need to be giving them, the help that they want. So starting with a personal message and, really showing the people, that you are devoted to them is going to get you, more conversations started. And I like the thing when Lindsay commented that she posted about it's an online health and fitness boot camp. She doesn't say anything about Beachbody. Like, there's nothing said about Beachbody in her post. And so that way, when people hear Beachbody, then their ultimate, not everybody, but a lot of people are just turned off. They think you're trying to sell them something. So I like that she does not say anything about Beachbody in her initial invites. She's ending with a question. So she is having people be engaged, and they're left with, okay, I need to answer her back or message her back because there is a question. If you don't end with a question, they're not inclined to even, they're just going to delete your message and move on. And then I like her, how when she gets new friend requests, when people accept her friend request, she is going to their page and showing interest in them, commenting, liking on their post, rather than just messaging them right away. Again, it's showing interest in building those true, genuine relationships with people before you even approach them about Beachbody or your online health and fitness challenge groups or Shakeology or anything like that. So those are awesome tips. I think you guys should all take them and run with them, because I think you're going to see a lot of results if you stick to those few very important things, but something that you may have disregarded in the past because it's very easy to get away from the personal aspect of your invites. So anybody else for anything regarding invites?
I noticed too, when I first started inviting people that I would see on a regular basis, like coworkers and that, because I work in the therapy department, so I'm not always with nursing, I would see them and it would kind of be like I know you, and I know that you messaged me, and I know that I didn't answer you back. So I started making sure that I said hi to every single person that I know that I'm friends with on Facebook that I work with. I will make sure that I go in, I say, good morning, how are you? I saw the pictures of your kids last night. I make sure I strike up a conversation with them at work so that they know that I'm not just their Facebook friend and just friends with them to get to them for Beachbody.
Perfect. I think that's great. Anybody else?
I actually do, because
Yeah.
I listened to a call on inviting, and I realized, because they were talking about inviting more towards what you market. So if you're a mom, obviously you're going to market towards moms. And I think that's been the biggest struggle for me to find where I'm grouped in. So I think that was, if you listen to that call, I think it was Melanie.
That was Melanie's call. And I think I posted it on our page too.
I didn't get it off the page because I've just been streaming everything.
But I do think I posted about finding your niche on our page.
That was eye-opening, because that's I think where one of my downfalls is I was just trying to message everybody during Teen Cup. And when she was oh, well, you need to find your group. Yeah. That's and I think I just listened to the call yesterday. So obviously I haven't super been with it yet. But I think that was huge. It's just like inviting to where like you can market to.
Yeah, exactly. Like for me, I'm not going to go inviting like 20-year-olds that are in college because they're not relating to me. We're at different points in our lives. Versus I'm not, I'm not a male coach, so I really don't invite any males. I can't relate to them as much. So yeah, I agree. Finding your niche, even, writing down who you are. Like I would write down, I'm a physical therapist. I'm a runner. I'm a mom of 2 kids. Everything that you are, those are the types of people you should be targeting. So I agree, Bree. That's a great thing that we need to be doing because those people are going to relate to you and they're going to want to follow you and they're going to trust you more than, if I wasn't a mom, and the moms, I'm inviting them, they can't relate to me and I can't really relate to them about, not sleeping at night and, kids are up sick and I don't have time to get my workout in versus me who slept all night, those types of things. So yeah, I agree. That's great, Bree. Thank you. Yeah. Anybody else? No? Okay. So again, thank you, Lindsay. And I hope, all of you coaches, even our new coaches, found that this call was helpful. I will be posting it on our page so you can re-listen to it if you need to, or if you have coaches on your team who did not join us tonight, please encourage them to listen to the recordings of our team calls. All of our previous ones I have posted so they can go back and listen to any of those calls. Our next team call will be, oh my gosh, in October. It will be October. What's that?
Here before you know it.
I know. It'll be October 20th, Thursday, October 20th. We're doing the 3rd Thursday of every month. So mark that on your calendars. So everyone have a great evening, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.